Your core energies today, Sagittarius, are keep trying, immense growth, and small steps, big accomplishments. You might be feeling as though you are stuck. You are trying to get somewhere, trying to achieve a result, but although you're very strong, you're starting to feel tired about it. Tired of waiting and tired of trying. The first card, though, is really asking you to keep trying, and we see the very next card, Quantum Jump. It feels like you're on the verge of something huge, Sagittarius, from what we see so far. There's immense growth, quantum jump, big accomplishments, unknown gift. As you can see here, you are in for a transformation and an overall big achievement, but you cannot get there if you give up right now. Obviously, we'll dig into these energies and see what this is about. But what the cards are saying right away is don't stop now, because you're way too close to give up right now. Immense growth is followed by inner conflict resolution. And this makes actually perfect sense, because often the big, major external changes are accompanied by internal changes, always. And there is something right here that perhaps has been the real obstacle, the real issue that you needed to focus on and solve. And yes, there might have been external obstacles as well, but it looks like the very last one is going to be an inner obstacle, inner conflict. And that will definitely require resolution in order to go through this last leg of the journey, okay? An inner conflict resolution which will bring immense growth and will take you to big accomplishments. Now, this card is followed by prayer and answered. What we see right here overall is that you are going to start feeling as though something is moving. You're starting to receive some confirmations and validations, but it will still feel very small, very slow. But what we see here is that this small new beginning, it's going to lead to a major wish fulfillment, something you've been praying for, and that now it's going to finally materialize around you. So overall, we see good energies around you at the moment, very promising. Let's unpack these energies and let's see what the situation is about. The main energy for the reading is strength, followed by the Nine of Cups. I mean, the more we look into this, the more we are truly seeing that you are on the verge of something huge. And it's huge. It doesn't mean that it's going to be the same thing for everybody. This is huge for you. It's important because it's exactly what you were envisioning, what you were waiting for, but what also you were feeling frustrated towards because it's been taking so long, so much of your patience, energy, and time. And right here we see that you are close to it. There is just one more test, one more step to get through. At times you feel like you cannot wait anymore, you cannot stick around anymore, but remind yourself that you are much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are very powerful, but obviously power is nothing if we don't know we have it. And so stick around because there is something beautiful coming up. Now, the first two cards that we have are the Emperor and the Five of Wands. Right here, you might be feeling as though you have competition, as though you're fighting against somebody, obstacles, and sometimes it feels as though the more you try, the farther you get from this goal. There are disagreements, There is tension of it all. And I do believe that some of this tension comes from major misunderstandings. And that is one of the issues that is currently in the situation, or that was in the past, and that now created this frustration and these overall delays. Now, the Emperor is someone very strict. It could be someone you're dealing with, a authoritative figure, or even yourself. Someone here who is really putting limits around you, and it's creating this anxiety type of energy that you do not need at this moment in time. You do not need ever, but especially right now because of how long you've been doing this. And so what we see here is that if this is you, Sagittarius, don't be so hard on yourself. Dealing with life, dealing with everyday stuff and emotions can be tough enough. You are on a mission and you got this. So if this is you, go easier on yourself. And if this is somebody else, hey, just address it and tell them that this is getting too much, that you need some more compassion and that you need some more validation, so some signs, so that you can keep trying, thinking that yes, eventually this is going to happen. Don't be afraid to be vocal at all. You have nothing to lose from what we see right now, okay? The next two cards we have on the table underneath immense growth and inner conflict resolution is Death, Rebirth, and Ace of Pentacles. So you are in for a major transformation, but we see that with every ending, definitely comes a new beginning, but you need to let go of something. And I do believe that it connects to this Emperor energy. It's as if right now you really need to speak up or cut ties with these type of energies. Otherwise, you'll be stuck there for a longer time, Sagittarius. Right now, since this is an inner conflict thing, I believe that some of you think that you need this. Whether it's because of a more practical reason, I need to be with that person because we live together, we have family, or I need that job because how else am I going to pay the bills? I need that person to come into my life because I never felt this way and I will never feel this way. There is something right here that you're telling yourself, which is chaining you to this. And it's creating all types of issues over here, okay? Now, you need to ask yourself, are you doing this? And do you feel this way because that person, energy, situation is actually fundamental for your life, for your growth, and for your happiness? Or are you clinging to this because you got used to the fight? You got used to not having always what you deserve. You got used to the pain, to the discomfort that now has become your reality. You need, if that's the case, please ask yourself that question. Be very humble and just question that very fundamental concept, because for some of you, you don't even know that you're actually clinging to this because you're just used to the fight and the discomfort. And if you understand that that's the case, you let go of it and you head towards immense growth and towards a new, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beginning. Ace of Pentacles, it's an amazing message to receive, especially given everything that you went through up to this point. This will lead to major success, happiness, stability, something that will not change overnight, something that you will feel in control of. Obviously, we'll see what this will lead to when we clarify, but it cannot come in unless you go through this first. The only way out is through. We have big accomplishments and your prayers answered, and obviously King of Pentacles. Look, we have the full journey. I'm not kidding you when I say that this is just the beginning of something amazing. Right now, we see you here having the potential to plant the seed, and it won't be long. It will not be long until this will blossom into that beautiful outcome that you know you deserve, you know you can achieve. That's why you have been sticking around and trying for this for so long. The King of Pentacles talks about abundance, prosperity, security, but also a lot of kindness and generosity. You here having people around you who truly care about you, and you being able to care about them because you have enough resources, you have so much going on for you here that not only your life will change, but also the life of the people you love around you. This could turn into a very serious relationship, career, something that you have been aspiring to, but had took so long that many times made you think it's not gonna happen. And time is right here. Time is of the essence. It's going to be your friend. It's going to reveal things that you didn't know before, and that will help you getting where you want to be once you give yourself that time and you see it as a friend. Time is a great healer. And you need to tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to get there when I'm going to get there. In the meantime, I'm going to be kind to myself, honest to myself, and I'm going to respect myself in the same way I want to be respected by other people. That is absolutely important here. And we see it also, with the Queen of Pentacles, doing things because they're the right thing to do. Not because you feel the urge or because you are used to the fight. Look ahead, look at the big picture and ask yourself, hey, is this actually good for me? Do I see myself being happy, looking at the direction of the situation, how it's going to evolve? It's not going to potentially, if you really look into that, your answer is probably not going to be like, yes, this is as perfect as it can be. There is nothing I can aim higher for, so I'll keep going. Most of you will think to yourself, yeah, there are certain things I need to let go of within myself, but also around the people. And that will be a consequence, which will lead to this beautiful outcome right here. So your main message today is look inside the Sagittarius, because although you might be experiencing external obstacles, there is something within you that needs to be addressed in order to get out of a rut, get out of a very uncomfortable situation for you. That action alone will solve these issues and will transition you to this energy instead. Very, very important. Now let's get to part 2 of the reading, where we're going to take a look at the evolution of the situation in the future. We're also going to clarify some cards right here in order to see what other message you should hear about. We're going to look into what you don't see coming, together with messages from your future self. If you want to watch part 2, you can find the link down below in the description for you. Also, if you need a personal reading with me, don't forget that every Monday morning and Wednesday morning, I select people who have watched part 2 of the video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. You can find more details in the description below. Now, stay tuned for the upcoming preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to part 2 of the reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future events is the Page of Swords. There is some sort of revelation coming up. Something that will happen right after this step over here. An information, an understanding that you didn't have before, which will really be unexpected for you. It will open your eyes and it will shock you. It will really, really shock you and will give you that fuel, that energy needed in order to move forward with your head up, doing things, saying things because they're the best for you, not because you want to hold on to a situation and make somebody else happy or make something work. This is that turning point. And we'll look into this Page of Swords in order to understand what this information is going to be about. If I can talk. Now, let's start clarifying. Let's start clarifying the Page of Swords together with these cards on the table to see what else we need to know about the situation, what we have potentially missed out on in terms of messages. And then we'll look into the evolution of this situation, where these big accomplishments are going to take you, together with unexpected energies and messages from your future self. Wow, there it goes. And the Hermit right there with the Empress. All right, that is the information that you didn't know about. Right now, what we see, the combination of this Page of Swords and this Hermit, is definitely talking about something internal regarding the situation or the other person that you did not know about. There is something right here that will reveal the motives behind this person's actions. You will find out about something they said, something they were doing, which was leading to these issues. And first of all, you'll understand that it had nothing to do with you. Second of all, it will be a revelation, but also a turn off. This will free you up from that need to having to hold on to this. And it's going to feel good. It doesn't matter that this is not going to happen. It just means that now you're coming from a different place. And I see you just with that Empress energy right here saying, you know what? You're too scared of emotions. You're too scared of commitment. You don't really want to do this. I do not want to be feeling needy because you never give me what I need or never give me what I deserve, most of all. And so what you're doing here is just waking up to the realization that there's nothing wrong with you and that there is plenty wrong with this person's actions. Okay? I think that this is really, really going to help. And it's going to help not just you, but also the direction, evolution of the situation, because now on the other end, we have someone who understands that you're not just going to stick around regardless of what they're going to do. And again, this might sound more like a love reading, but even work-wise, or if you're trying to buy a house, it feels like these people have been playing games or have been taking their time, not really valuing you because they feel that you would be there regardless, sticking around, waiting for them to make a decision, make up their mind. No more of that. So again, obviously general reading, so help me out here. You need to pick and choose your specific situation here, okay? Now, as clarifiers, we have Justice, Eight of Cups, Strength. Honestly, this is exactly what we talked about so far. Justice, balance can come only if you move away from something that is not good enough for you. And even if it's painful, just keep walking, because eventually it will be good for you. You have the strength. You have it clearly. Use it. It's inside of you. Don't feel like you're going to get lost. There's nothing to lose if the situation is this way. Okay? Now, how is this going to evolve in the future? Let's take a look at that. Where are these big accomplishments going to take you towards? Wow, okay. So you clearly are going to